I just noticed that I had a different issue, and I'm going to fix that today. What I noticed was, I don't know if you can see, my track rod joints are bad, so I'm going to replace those before Garrett wakes up and we start on his Blazer. Just 2 bolts to get it apart, and then I'll put it back together and it'll be ready to go solid. That's wild. See that? That's never happened before. Tire rubbed. I've never seen that ever. Something to figure out there. Huh. Well, I'm gonna get to it. Taking this track rod apart. Just figured I'd show you guys what I found. And that don't seem like a lot of play. And that thing moving side to side though, it's gonna move the bearings on the rear end side to side as the tire tries to hold the truck steady. And the reason I think that that's part of the problem is the wheel bearings are wore out too. So I got new wheel bearings. We're gonna get the axles trued, and that should fix the brake rotors from being showing out around. It causes the brake pedals to pulse, and that should also help the wheels not be so out of balance. The other thing it did was the wheel weights they just put on this wheel that was out of balance. The wheel weights all got ripped off by the caliper. So there's that. All right. So this track rod that was on the truck is actually bent. The rod ends aren't straight anymore. Originally, the 4-link, we had to cut this down like that to have clearance. But now we don't have a clearance issue because I moved the 4-link bars. So I got to cut this bar, and then this kit from Jegs comes this welded insert. So all I got to do is cut it to length, deburr it, press this in it, and then weld it, which ain't too big a deal. Comes with new rod ends, new bolts. And this is a welding bracket kit, but it's a bolt in kit. It's the same size rod end as what I got. So I'm just going to re-bolt it in. Other than that, make a chop on the chop saw. And actually, maybe I'll cut this on that new bandsaw. Stay tuned. Alright, so got my track rod marked, ready to cut. So I decided to use this Harbor Freight bandsaw for the first time. So wife's gonna hold the camera while I make the cut. I gotta make sure I got enough room to get
Hold on. Switching spots.
Good?
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably going to have to increase the speed. There it is. Chop suey. Smoky. Wasn't too bad. Got her tacked going. Get her tacked down there. Can't really zoom in good, but it's tacked on the bottom. Everything's square. I'll go ahead and burn her up. Well, got her all painted. Now I'll let that dry, and then put the new rod ends in it, and that'll be it. Set it to the same length as the original track bar, and then I'll make final adjustments, but let that hurry up and dry. Track rod made, all good. Well, outside of needing to repaint my 4-link brackets, the new track rod is pretty much in. I gotta go over and put the other bolt in. Already got this one tight. Everything clears now like it should. And this one's not bent, so it's gotta be better. I'm gonna go mount the other side, and that'll be it for the track rod. Alright, final track rod is in, and look, no side to side motion play at all. So those rod ends are definitely shot. That side to side is gone. And now with the new wheel bearings, that side to side play will be gone too, because wheel bearings were shot also. So once I get the axles back from Mosier and put this puppy back together, it ought to be very smooth and ready to rock and roll. So that'll be it for that.